guys, back again. Wanted to show you a little bit of a bronzer contouring haul. If you haven't checked out my other shorts and videos, I had some other pickup items that we went over. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I actually want to start with the e.l.f. So I picked up the e.l.f. Camo Liquid. So this one's like bronzer and contour. I don't know if it's brand new. I hadn't seen it before. So the first one is in shade Fair. So let's just go ahead and open that up. One of the things that attracted me to it was that it's almost like this kind of like almost like a grayish brown or like a khaki brown, which I thought was perfect for spooky season. I always say Halloween, but I don't want to offend anybody. So yeah, let's just go ahead and swipe that there. And so yeah, I guess it's supposed to function as bronze and contour. So I have tried this one. Was originally looking for something a little bit darker, but yeah, let's just go ahead and look at the color. So I feel like when it blended out, it felt like a little bit red, but I do like the way it blended out. It's got a really good formula. Again, it's just kind of one of those things where maybe it depends like the brush, you know, that you're using too. So I don't know, I was kind of using a slightly tapered like round brush. So yeah, thought that was kind of interesting. It actually looks a little darker on camera. So let's just go ahead and compare this one to, these are $8 each, by the way. So if you're looking for something that's probably gonna last you a while, I would imagine you should be able to get through, you know, Q4, if not further along. So this one's definitely like your chocolatey brown, or so I thought. Just go ahead and swatch that right above the other one here, and then you'll see, yeah, you can kind of see the color difference now. So again, thought it was what I was looking for, but it like blended out and I feel like it was still kind of like this reddish brown. And then the reason I say that is because I have a NARS bronzer and then like a Too Faced, which had like two different colors that I'm kind of comparing it to, and I guess I was trying to find like a replacement for. So I actually had this one. It's probably been about 2 years now, and then they do label some of the products when they expire, I guess, or the suggested throwaway time frame. So yeah, but this one is Laguna Original Laguna bronzing powder, so shade 2. So yeah, I've been rocking this one for the past year or so, and again, it looks brown, but then it kind of comes off reddish. So I don't know what is going on with my skin, but yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can kind of see that there. You can definitely kind of see it on the finger maybe as compared to like those shades. You can kind of see, you know, the difference. So yeah, I thought it, you know, blended out pretty well. They do have a bunch of other shades too, some a little bit lighter, some a little bit darker. I think I might end up just keeping like one of them, like this one, just for kind of like that contour and just to have like a liquid bronzer, because you know, I've really mainly done powder. I think I don't even know if I've really done like a liquid or a cream, to be honest with you. So yeah, and I bought only these two things for $8 each, and then I got that free e.l.f. like the, what was it, the Pout Clout pen, lip plumping type thing. So yeah, I would definitely, you know, check that out. You can get a free gift, and if you do return things, you know, they don't ask for the gifts back. So you know, it's kind of nice. But yeah, let's just keep moving forward. Let's go ahead and compare NARS to NARS while we're already talking about that before. So this one's gonna be and I got this in like a mini or smaller size, Laguna bronzing powder. And so this shade, Laguna 8. Yeah, so again, I don't know if it's the exact same like type of like formula and like sub brand and all that or not, but yeah, it's definitely darker. Ooh, okay. I can't remember if I actually opened this one yet, but yeah, we have a nice little mirror on there, so there you go. But yeah, let me get some on my finger. Ooh, okay. Yeah, again, it's kind of seems like it would be, I don't know, it almost feels similar to the other NARS. Let me see if I can sort of compare, because we got the NARS up there in the corner, so maybe just put this one right next to it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see more deep for sure. I don't know, I'm still kind of getting like that reddish color, so you know, maybe it's not a winner, I don't know. Let's do a side by side. Oh yeah, this one definitely looks more like reddish brown as compared to this guy. This one seems kind of a little more sandy, so I don't know. Again, then you got to put it over, you know, powder on your face, and then you mix the blush and the highlighter and all that, and it's like, who knows what color it's gonna end up being. So I'm gonna have to definitely try this one on the face. Not sure if it's really gonna be a winner. And then I do already have like one bronzer, you know, with NARS that I should probably use up. Almost kind of hitting pan on this one, but you know, NARS has just been around forever, and yeah, I mean, it just continues to slay, it seems like, no matter what it's doing, but that one's just, you know, not for me. Let's go over the Fenty one next, because I've seen a lot of people, you know, talking about Fenty, you know, swatching Fenty bronzers, all of that nature, you know, the highlighters, whole 9 yards. I just haven't had a chance to try all the different, something from each, I guess, product category at this point. But yeah, I feel like overall, yeah, Fenty's, you know, Fenty definitely delivers. So this one's a Sun Stalker. This one's Thick Mint. Absolutely no love of the name. So it's number 9, Thick Mint. And I'm hoping it'll be dark, like a thin mint. I don't know, it sounded tasty. Do you ever buy something just because you sound like you can just eat it? But again, I kind of love that shape. Got the nice hexagon there. So let's just go ahead and figure out the best way to open this. Let's see. Actually, it's an octagon. I'm sorry, it's not a hexagon. I got 8 sides. Okay, yeah, again, it looks a little, I didn't say you, it looks a little bit similar maybe to the NARS. Let's just go ahead and swatch this bad boy. Okay. Yeah, and again, just because it, you know, it looks like the same or a similar shade, it might not end up being. So let's see if we can get, oh, okay. Yeah, you just have to kind of actually get it on your skin. I'm not sure. Let me swipe it again. I wonder if the NARS was more pigmented. I thought this one was going to be like super pigmented, but I actually don't know how I'm feeling right now. So I don't know. It might be a case where I have to put all these on my face. Sorry, I'm kind of running out of room. Let me put it on a different part of my part, to a different hand, so then maybe you can see. Okay, can you see that? It might work because it's going to be blendable. See how that blended in? I don't know if it's quite doing it justice, but oops. I think I got a little too much there. I'm like, was that mark already there or what's happening? So yeah, I'm not really sure. It seems like it, you know, you could like blend it, like it's like buildable. So maybe if that's what you're looking for. Otherwise, if you just want something that's hitting out the gate, I mean, especially liquid, like you can't beat Elf liquid in the price. Or if you want like more pigmented powder, NARS. And then let's just go ahead and do it side by side. Trying to makeup on everything. Ooh, okay. All right, so we got the Thick Mint here, and then we got Laguna 8. Hopefully you can see that. Interesting. Yeah, this one definitely looks a little more rich, chocolatey, and this one's, you know, not as much. So yeah, definitely gonna have to try these on my face. But we actually have two more. And you're probably wondering what this thing hanging is. Of course, I'm gonna leave that explanation to the end because I want you to watch the video. Okay, so let's just put that like there. You are here. Wipe my fingers just a little bit, and I'm cutting this video up into shorts too, in case you just want to see a shorter version of everything we're talking about here. But yeah, so the last 2 bronzers are going to be Anastasia. And with Anastasia, they do throw in a free gift, and so they actually threw in this. It's almost kind of like a drawstring bag, but it is like a velvet velour, and then on the bottom it's almost like this like leather type thing. So I love that. It's got a good base, and then yeah, you can kind of just use it as a purse. Probably gonna be rocking this at the state fair next year because I don't know if anybody else is gonna have it, but it's definitely roomy. Like you could fit like a normal water bottle in there, maybe even a tall one. Like might be able to fit a Stanley. I don't know. It doesn't have any pockets or zippers, but that's okay. It was completely free because I spent, you know, however much. So yeah, I just absolutely love that. Oh, just a little too much. Okay, so back to what we were talking about here. So I got Sunset Sizzle, Bronze Bay, and Anastasia, Beverly Hills. So again, I haven't tried like a ton of Anastasia Beverly Hills products. I think mainly just like eyeshadow, maybe some eye, maybe some lip, but yeah. Once I find like a bronzer, I just try to rock the same, you know, bronzer. I've had the NARS forever and Too Faced for a while, but yeah, here's this first one here, and I apologize, I'm not sure which one is actually supposed to be darker. They're not really on a numbered shade scale. So Sunset Sizzle, let's crack this boy open. Yeah, so definitely not like a deep shade or anything like that. I don't know, some of them are kind of looking similar. This one did feel like a little bit creamier when I just kind of swatched it right there, but let's go ahead and swatch it right here. Okay, interesting. At first, just first impression, it's kind of giving almost a blend between the Fenty Beauty, because it seems like it kind of blends out. It could be buildable, but then it has some pigment of the NARS. So that's just kind of what I'm getting first first go. Again, I'll definitely have to put it on the face, but I mean, it could be a winner. Sunset Sizzle. Sunset Sizzle. Okay, wiping my finger off again real quick before we dive into Bronze Bay. So yeah, Bronze Bay, and then yeah, I'll go over the prices here at the end. I was got my iPad pulled up, so I'm recording with my phone. All right, so yeah, I think on the outside they're kind of the same color. So if you were looking at them, you're like, which okay, so we got that one, Sunset Sizzle. Bronze Bay, interesting. This one's kind of given almost more of like a mauvish, almost like a mauvish purple, which could look good. You ever see people that are kind of wearing, it's almost like this purplish, brownish, shiny, whatever. It's like, I'm also kind of in the market for something like that. So, you know, we shall see. Let's just go ahead and put it down here since I don't have, okay. All right, yeah, this one's definitely coming in, I say a little bit deeper. It's kind of more so the shade I was looking for as compared to this, but to be honest, I don't know. I kind of like both. And I do like the fact that it's somewhat pigmented from the jump, and then you can build and blend a little bit. It's just gonna depend on how it performs on the face. Like I said, the e.l.f. ones, I feel like when the only two that I've tried on actually my face here so far, just feel like it kind of gave more of that red, but again, it could just be because I was kind of doing the you know, and your face probably gets red and flushed, and my skin does easily. So anyways, just want to kind of compare, do like a side by side one more time. I hope lighting is doing it justice. But yeah, let's go over prices. So the e.l.f. the camo or the bronze and contour there, $8 each, and then you do get a free pout clout plumping pen. Let's see here, and then see Anastasia Beverly Hills. Looks like those are each one of these are 38. So I'm really gonna have to fall in love if I'm gonna keep that. And then let me see here, the NARS Mini Laguna Bronzer, $20. So you know, it's kind of a way to try it out. It is a little bit spendy, but you know, again, it was really pigmented. You know, NARS is just a long-standing brand, you know, like quality, especially like with their powders and stuff. So trying to see Fenty, oh, 37. So the Fenty Beauty Thick Mint. But it is, yes, Sun Stalker Instant Warmth Bronzer Thick Mint. Yeah, $37. So that's what we have there. I think we went over everything, the prices. Like I said, there's a few I have to try my face. I'm super excited about that. Otherwise, if you're just looking for something, you know, it's relatively inexpensive, buildable, blendable, just kind of something you can depend on, go for one of the e.l.f. Because like I said, I don't know if I had to buy two, but then I got that free, you know, lip plumping clout pen, so I just feel like that's a pretty good deal. And then with Anastasia, you got the free bag there. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated, and like I said, I'll chop these into shorts in case there's maybe just, you know, a couple that you wanted to see. Otherwise, catch you guys later. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your fall.